Assalamu alaikum and hello to my dear learners. Today, I hope that you all are doing well and you are home and you are at your homes and enjoying your lives. So let's make the things quite productive in our time of quarantine. So I thought to make a video or I thought to prepare a lecture on the very basic thing that is about our language. Without it, our survival is impossible. So language is your basically survival kit. If you see any society, it can't survive without language, and obviously there is a relationship of language and man that is of phenomenal nature. So let's see how language functions, or how it is controlled or it is governed by man. So if I talk about language, I say that what I suggest that it is man-made. And now how it is man-made, it is related to my second point, that is patriarchal setup. You can see that. Now for those people who don't know what is meant by patriarchal or patriarchy, there is no need to be worried about. So I'll explain that patriarchy or patriarchal setup means male dominant society. If we consider ourselves the Pakistani or the Indian or the Asian peoples as that we are the product of patriarchy, I believe that it's not true. Rather, the whole world is governed under the patriarchal setup, the way the things function. Okay, so now how language functions. Basically, it is our mindset that is being controlled uh, right from the beginning, right from the development of mankind. Now, one thing that I want to add is stay tuned to my whole lecture to know the basic things and that are quite important for our future. Uh, uh, you know, so these are the things that are quite important. Feminism is not. It is not only. First thing that I want to clear is that very important thing in this regard is that don't consider that my lecture is related to some feministic bent of mind. We need to discuss on the topic of feminism. I'll be discussing or I'll be sharing my views with you people in some other lecture. But right now, my concern is with language and how it is man made. So, how language functions basically, it is our mindset that is based on the fact that language has to be utterly man made. I can prove it with few examples. Let's see the next slide. Patriarchy and language. Here I have uh, put some words, and you can see that the word female has male in it, she has he in it, woman has man in it, mother stands for some other. Okay, so the notion of mother stands for other. While if you think about male, there can't be another word that you can derive from it, or in he man and other. Again, if you think about other, it has again her. So it is, it is like a puzzle that is being governed. So if we talk about female, so there is a point that the males have who have constructed our language, they have not let any loophole where female can escape from the domain of men. They are governed by males. So mother, and why we say that other, it is the, if you talk about Freud and it's his concept of complexes between like electra and oedipal complex, you will have the more information regarding this phenomena, that mother is the other image for a child. So next is, there are some celebrated phrases and sentences in English history that we see and that are utterly sexist in nature. Sexism in language means when one sex is made dominant at the cost of the other. So, man is mortal. What about females? Are they immortal? Practice makes a man perfect. Then what about the females? Are they born perfect? Means the females are perfect then? Man is a social animal. Then what about females? Be a man. Now there are some celebrated, or there are some phrases that are commonly used in English language. We need to think as young parents for the better development of our children, that there should be no division on the basis of gender between male and female. First thing, for example, I have seen so many women uttering to their children that be a man, especially to a male guy. And why, if a person is crying, why you are crying? Act like a man. What is the domain to act like a man? I never understood this thing. And then, why are you crying like females? Oh my goodness, why it is so wrong to cry if there is a guy whose mother or some near one or some loved one died, or maybe he is suffering from some pain. So the idea or the notion of pain is quite natural phenomena. So what is the reason to curb it? So I would say that being a young parents, this is a duty to all of us, that we should upbring the children in a different manner. Then, if we talk about the other three, man is mortal. Here, the word man comprises for both female and male. Why? I think so many times that why it never happened that it could be taken as woman is mortal. So the word woman should be taken for both male and female. But this thing happens quite rarely. Then the other thing is, you can take about the example like this way also. The language is quite connotative and layered in nature. There is not only one layer, rather there are layers of meanings that we need to explore. For example, if we talk about the word history, it's not history, rather it is his story. We can interpret it as it is his story. It is not my story, it is not your story, it is someone else's story who was in dominance, who was in authority, and who chose to present before us those things that were in his favor or her favor. So, history is always manipulative in nature. It is cultivated in a different way. The things are not the way they seem to us, okay? So, if you guys like my lecture, or if you find out it as informative, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that my videos should come at the forefront on your screens, and please do like and share them. And guys, stay home, stay safe, and keep praying for everybody. Humanity at first. Let's embrace positivity. Thank you for listening. Allah Hafiz.